John chapter 15, verse 18 and 19. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. And people hate a lot. People hate a lot so much that I believe hatred is an addicting feeling. People love to hate. I don't know, it's like they get a high off of it. Everywhere I go, there's people who hate me for no reason or with no cause. But I know why. It's just that it's everywhere. It's all over. And this hatred that a lot of you out here have, it can bring you down to hell alone, just hating people. And I know a lot of you YouTubers on here make these videos of misanthrope, whatever, man. Look, I gotta tell you guys this, and I'm telling you because I love you, and I do not like leaving people hanging when I come across certain things or certain information. I always like to share this stuff with other people so they don't be left in the dark. That's just how I am. That's the kind of person I am. So as we go through this world, we see it all the time, right? How we're hated. We're not even just only hated, man. Like, we're also overworked more than our coworkers too. I see that a lot every time I get a job anywhere, doing anything. The ones that's always worked harder and more is people like us. And while we are being worked harder than the others you normally see them on their cell phones. You see them just hanging around, sitting, chilling, kicking back, laughing, joking, playing around. But your boss or supervisors will always be on you. They will always be on us. And, you know, it don't matter if we quit this job and try to find another job, because that job will do the same thing. It's almost as if all of Satan's minions all got like walkie-talkies, or they got this little private club. They be coming together, man, and they just plan all this stuff out. But it's so crazy how this happens. People will even tell you, oh well, if you don't like it here, if you're not doing well here, you can always go to like another city or another state or another country. But see, that's the thing. You can't. You can't, bro. You can't run from the devil. The devil goes to and fro in the earth. He goes in everywhere, anywhere, any city, any country, any state, anywhere. There's no running away from that. And I've heard other people say that too. It's like, man, it don't even matter if I go anywhere because the same thing happens over there too. And I quit that and I go somewhere else and the same thing happens again. And I'm just so fed up and irritated with this. See, the devil does that, bro. He likes messing with people. And the more he does it, the more, like I said, I made a video on this too. If it can repeat over and over and over again, you will go crazy and you will think about hurting yourself in some kind of way or other people. That's just how he does it. That's his little scheme, man. But we are hated everywhere we go. No matter who is around us, no matter who the person is, we are hated. I never really got or get upset at it. I just be like, it's whatever. I just look at them. I just be like, so? People could be looking at me with a mean mug or, looking at me with any kind of hatred, bro. And I could just look at them in their eyes and I'm just looking at them and I could just be like, well, okay, so what are you going to do? And they never do anything. It's all, I don't really see what's the point of mean mugging. Because if you're on a mean mug, at least do something after that. Don't just mean mug and you're not going to do anything about it. That's really the majority of society, bro. That's the majority. Really, people aren't as tough as they think they are. But yeah, let them believe what they want to believe. But I'm going to go ahead and move to Matthew chapter 5, verse 10, 11, and 12. Now check this out. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely. For any sake, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you, which were before us, y'all. That's why like I never get upset when people hate me or tell me they hate me or they don't like me. I never get upset about it. I rejoice in it. Because I know, like I said in my other video, even though we go through all this trouble, this struggle and turmoil, in the end of our lives, the reward is great. And it's right here in verse 12. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. But no, you have other people out here who want to go take it a step further than rejoicing. They want to get some revenge. They want to go out and attack the people that's doing them or looking at them crazy or hating them for some reason. They want to go out and kill the people who's looking at them crazy or, hating them for some reason. They want to do all that other extra thing. The thing that the devil puts into their heads, like, hey, you gonna really let this person slide after what this person did to you? After what this person looking at you like that? You really gonna let this person look at you like this? Come on, man. What's wrong with you? And then that's when the devil will replay those same words in your head over and over and over and over again. And then you should not let that happen to you. If anything, you should ignore when that happens. When those words replay in your head, ignore it. Because it's the devil trying to push you into something you're not quite ready for. Or you just don't know what it is exactly. It's like setting somebody up. It is pretty much a setup. And this is just crazy. Because all of this, the Bible is telling us, is that these people out here who hate us are just fulfilling the prophecy. So we should just rejoice in that, bro. Just rejoice in it. A lot of you are so short-tempered and so angry all the time. Just rejoice that there are people who hate you. I mean, they might hate you for some other things, but if you got Jesus in your heart, you keep the Bible with you, you keep your head in the Bible, you want nothing but peace and to live. People hate you for that, then they are the ones with the problem. It's not you. It's really not. Like I said, they're just fulfilling the prophecy. The workplace, everything, man. It's like no matter where you go, it's going to be there. So there's no point in getting upset over it, especially if you recognize what it is. I believe when people don't recognize what something is, that's when they, are quick to anger. But when you recognize what it is, you ain't going to get angry. It's just like, damn, I was told this in the Bible. The Bible told me that this would happen. It's happening, so I can't get upset about it. But hatred can drag you down to hell too. You see a lot of people on YouTube who have videos of misanthrope, and they're talking about how much they hate people, and they hate people. They just hate them. And that hatred that you have is the demons in you that hate. Any person that hates anybody else, those are demons inside of you. You are feeding off of them. They're feeding off of you. That's where the hatred comes from. Jesus doesn't hate. God doesn't hate. So for all of these people out here in the community or society, whatever, for all or most, the majority of these people to have all this hatred towards each other, dude, there's demons in them. There's demons in them. Now, the hatred that can take you to hell, there's a section in hell. I didn't see it for myself, but I did watch a testimony. This woman's testimony, she said that there is this place in hell where people hate people. And they hate people so much that they tear each other apart just violently and chaotically, just shredding each other apart because they have so much hatred for people. She said people were coming down like fresh damned souls were coming down the stairs, walking down the stairs, looking around confused, didn't know where they were, while we were downstairs looking up at them, waiting for them to get downstairs. And as much as she said, as much as she tried to warn them not to come downstairs, she said she couldn't even speak. She wasn't allowed to talk. She couldn't talk if she tried. And they came, and when they got down to the bottom of them stairs, they attacked them and ripped them to pieces. And they all just rip each other to pieces because they hate each other. The devil will give you exactly what you want in the end of your life. You hate people so much? Okay, fine. This is what you're gonna get. You're gonna rip people apart, and then they're gonna rip you apart, and then you guys are just gonna have all this over and over and over for eternity. And then the flesh will always regenerate. It comes back after it's ripped off. And the reason why that is because of God's mercy. It's his mercy that brings that flesh back together. And that's why there's so many people in hell who hate God. Because of this torment they go through, it never ends. When their flesh is gone, it comes back. They get about 2 seconds, and then it starts all over again. And that's why everybody in hell hates God. But they can't hate God for being there because they chose to go there. Remember, everything is a choice. But I really wanted to share this, man, because there's so much hatred going on around this city. It's not funny at all. But don't let these people get to you. If somebody hates you, just say, so what? They ain't gonna do nothing about it. Just say, so what? It is what it is. Let them hate you. And we'll be persecuted for this. You know what? I say bring it on. Because I'm down with the word. I love Christ. I love God. I love the word. I love the hosts of heaven. I love heaven. I love people. I just love where we come from as human beings. How we were created. Everything. I see. I respect it. I love it. And I can't hate that. I can't hate other people either. And no matter how many people we come across that irritate us or get on our nerves, we have to be the bigger person and recognize that, hey, you were already told this in the Bible. This is already in scripture. It's written, and it's already said that these people are going to fulfill the prophecy. You have no reason to get upset. And I just be like, okay, it is what it is. No skin off my bones. None. But if you guys don't cast this hatred for people out of you, you will be dragged down to hell. You will for that, bro. If you go to heaven, right? Let's say you make it to heaven. Do you really think you're not going to hate people? Because there are people in heaven. Think about that. There are people in heaven. You can't go to heaven with this. You can't go to heaven with hatred. If you do, you would be keeping sin alive. And God don't like sin. You come to God, the Holy Father in heaven, with this sin, with this evil on your soul, and blood of Christ is not covering it. He will literally obliterate you. Literally. People really dare come face to face with the holy, holy, holy God, Father in heaven. With this hatred that you have for people. I'm telling you, I'm just warning you guys. I'm just strongly encouraging you. Please get rid of the hatred. Get rid of the hatred for other people. You don't have to be around each other. Just don't hate people, bro. Because there is a price, a huge price for it. I want to show y'all a clip of a movie. It's called Event Horizon. I think it came out around, I don't know. I think it was 1997. But in this movie, it's about hell, but it takes place in deep space. And there's the scene where there are people ripping each other to pieces. And when I saw this scene, it just literally coincided equally, perfectly with this woman's testimony I've heard on YouTube. So I'm going to share this clip. It is graphic, but this is as close as Hollywood could get. This I believe it's a lot worse than this, but this is as close as Hollywood could get. And like Hollywood knows that hell exists, and they definitely knew that this part of hell existed. That's why they made this movie, to show other people. So I'm gonna show this little clip to you guys and let you know what's up. Christ is King. The Heavenly Father is always the truth. Rushai out. Here we go.